Hello everybody. Today I've got two packages from Diecast Car Guru. Of course, not at the same time. One of these I got a month ago, or maybe a little more than a month ago, but I was kind of feeling sick, so I didn't actually do a video on it. I tried and it didn't really work out. So I have some of the contents in here. I don't remember exactly what was in here. I might have taken some things out to put with other videos that I'm in the works of. And of course, I have it written down if he gave it to me. But of course, I don't remember what package it was in. So whatever's in this box was given to me by him in this box. But I don't remember if this is everything. And the other box I recently got on November 4th on a Friday. I don't know when this video is coming out. I'm filming this the 6th. Yeah, I'm filming this on the 6th. So no idea when this video is coming out because I am very slow, I'm very behind, and yeah. So we're going to start with the older box first. And this will kind of be a rapid fire because some of this stuff you will see me go a little more in depth in other videos. So we're going to start with some of these Subaru promo models. We got the 5th gen Forester. Oh, no, actually, no, this is the 4th generation Forester, and it's getting caught in my light. Very similar to my dad's, just different rims and of course different color. So this would be what, a 2014 to 17 maybe, this body style. This is the SJ Forester. Along with this one we have, I think this is the 1st gen Crosstrek. Which is a unique one because there isn't really any others in diecast. I mean, they do a lot of them in the promo line here, but you don't see any others in diecast. And the same thing can be said with the Outback. In green, similar to the other one that he gave me. But this is the older gen Outback. So there's a couple promos. And then we got the Nissan Maxima drift car. I don't know why they call it a car. They should call it the wagon, the drift wagon. I'm very excited to turn. I found a couple of these on my own, and I got this one from him. So I'm going to, actually, yeah, let's spill the beans. I'm going to keep one of them original. Whatever one has the best decos, I'm going to keep stock. And then there's going to be one that I'm going to actually make stock. So, you know, not Hot Wheels stock, but like real life stock. You know, fill that stupid hood in. And somehow try to fix this back end. Remove the body kit. And then I'm going to try to make one the sedan, which will be interesting. But I don't know if it'll be... Probably won't be impossible, you know. Just take that off and you kind of got the sedan. So I'm going to try. We're going to try. Hopefully it works. And then here, we got, I think these are called Bingo Toys. And we'll just pull them all up onto the table here. And I don't remember what some of these are. I don't remember. Okay, so of course, these ones up here in the front and center, I know what these are. RAV4, which is the most interesting one of them all, in my opinion, because why did they choose to do a RAV4 out of all cars? And same thing with these two. The Bug and the Fiat 500. They're not bad castings. I don't know why they all have plastic front ends. More so the bumpers, but on this one, it's actually the whole front. And then, of course, your Mercedes A-Class. Those are castings we're familiar with. We have other examples in 1/64 scale. But these are the unique ones. And I'm kind of forgetting what they are. This, I know it's a Daewoo. I don't remember the correct model. I should have pulled up his Instagram post on these because he actually listed what models they are. I know this van is a Hyundai, which is, I think, a rebadged Mitsubishi Delica. I know Hyundai did that with the Pajero as well. They rebadged them. But I think this is supposed to be the Hyundai version. And these two, I'm really having trouble remembering what they are. One might be a Hyundai or a Kia, and the other one's a Daewoo. Yeah, that I know that doesn't help. But I really need to write it down somewhere what they are. Write it on the base. Because some of these names I just can't remember. Some of the oddball names. But these are really cool models. And yeah, they are licensed, not directly by the manufacturer. But these are real cars. Like, it looks a little funny, but this is definitely a real car. I know that. And if I was smart, I would pull up pictures of them while I'm editing this, but I probably won't. Because I will probably get this out late. And here we have two Tomica models. I know I never got to open this one. And I think I will save a nice review on both of these in a Tomica video. We will do a Tomica video. I don't get to do completely Tomica videos often. So that's why I will not open these here. I mean, this one's already open, but I will not open them to show here. Of course, we got the Daihatsu Hijet, which is a new model for 2022. And then we got the Subaru 360, which is a Disney model. And if you're familiar with the Disney models, you will remember that I got, where is it? I thought it was right here, but now it's missing. Oh. This one in that lot recently, in a recent video. So these I will showcase in another video. Same thing with this, the Moving Parts FJ Cruiser. This is a sweet one. We'll showcase this one. Oh, there's a chip in the turn signal. Uh-oh. That's not a big deal. That's, since it's silver, it'll be really easy to patch that up. I really like it in silver, really. Got the white roof. That's a nice release. So this one I will probably review with the other models in the set. I don't remember what exactly they were. I think the C8 and the Porsche 911, which I still need the 911. Although I did see the 911 at like an aftermarket shop type thing, but it was, I wanted $5 for it. And I don't know. That I took the chances of maybe I'll find it in the store, and I didn't. So maybe I might have to go back there and get it for $5. I'm sure that's cheaper than online. Here we have this is, I want to say it's a Tomica clone. It's a Toyota Dyna tow truck. And I have the Tomica just like it. This is a Zymax, I believe. I think this thing was like removable too, because I have a yellow one and this thing just pops off. Excuse me. Oh yeah, you know what? Yes, it does. It does pop off. And you know what? I found that the yellow one I have is broken. So what I did was I just used this thing and I carry around the Tomica construction equipment on it, because they're smaller, so they fit right in there. So it looks really good for dioramas. It's just carrying them around. But this one actually has I don't want to call it functional, because there's no way you're towing anything with this, but it's not broken. Then we got the Hummer EV in this very nice orange, this copper orange. And yeah, like I did recently open the yellow one. And I said in that video that they picked some very weird colors for this one. Because, you know, we've only seen it really in white and silver for like the promos and the, you know, the reviews of it. So it's kind of weird to see these colors, but these colors are kind of more reminiscent of the older Hummers. You know, who doesn't like a yellow H3? So I think that's what they were going for here. They're kind of like throwing it back to the older Hummers when they did the fun colors like this. They don't really fit on it, but I see why they did it. Yeah, I do like the copper one a lot better than the yellow because of the metal flake. The yellow is kind of bland for a yellow. And we got, hey, this is a new vehicle to my collection, the Dodge ProMaster. Little stressy. I don't know what you call this. I mean, usually you'd say stress ball, but it's not really a ball. It's called a stressy. With a Pontiac Aztec front end. I like it. It's definitely like Pontiac-esque. The Pontiac Aztec van. Oh God, we don't want to see that. And someone will go on the AI and make it a Pontiac Aztec ProMaster van. And here we have a very elegant Rolls Royce from Play Art. Very nice. All metal. Very nice color. I don't know how accurate this is to, like, I don't know, why am I getting so much shadow? I don't know how accurate this would be to real Rolls Royces. If they would come in a color so fun like this, but it kind of fits it. And we got nice suspension. Oh, very bad voice crack there. Play Art is a very interesting brand, and they kind of fly under the radar sometimes. You know, it's like a cheap diecast brand, but they do some cool stuff like this. I don't have very many of them. I think I have a Volkswagen Bug and I think a Scania truck. But yeah, they do some really nice cars. Oh, and I have a Plymouth station wagon. I think it's a Plymouth at least. I like the suspension. Don't sleep on the Play Arts. Especially this one's all metal. I don't think the other ones I have are all metal. Oh no, the wagon is. But I think the Punch Bug and the Scania truck are plastic base. And just listen to it roll here. Let's roll it on the hard table. Elegant. All right, and that is everything in the first box. Well, there are these, a couple of these boxes that he gave me the models, but he didn't give me the boxes, so he found the boxes. But of course, I don't need to show those because I've shown the models before when he gave me the actual models. Now let's move on to the other box, and this one we're probably gonna rapid fire through it even more because it's a lot of carded stuff that I want to like seclude and do my own review on. But there's definitely some loose stuff in here, which we can pull right off the top. More Zymax. So these came from, I think, the same set as that. This Toyota Dyna. And, well, I was saying don't sleep on Play Art. I wouldn't sleep on Zymax either because these are licensed. Well, licensed, not legally, but they are based on real vehicles. Starting off with this one. I like these little protector cases. I think I got a couple of them from Nick. And that's where he got these from too, Nick. If you don't know, Nick, he sells like everything. Any diecast brand he sells. And old, new, some good stuff. I did a lot of videos on buying stuff from him. I haven't done anything recently because I've been trying to save money, but that doesn't work very well, especially when I go to the stores. I keep telling myself I need to stop with Hot Wheels specifically because I always start complaining about Hot Wheels, but I still buy them anyway. So this is a Chevy, I don't know what it would be exactly. It's just Chevy van. I don't know if they really had a name. I know the GMC counterpart would be the Vanagon, right? No, that's Volkswagen. The Duravan, or the Vandura. The Vandura. I said it backwards. And that's the Vandura, which would be the GMC version, but I don't know if the Chevy one really had a name, or maybe they called it the Express back then. I don't know. I have no idea. Or maybe this is the GMC. Who knows? But yeah, this is obviously an ambulance. You can really tell it is from the back, especially if you play Forza. You're very familiar with this van. But, of course, we can't use the extended roof version. And it does have a little bit of suspension. A little bit. Ooh, so it's kind of fun. And this one's even more interesting. I know, it just looks like a regular fire truck, right? Well, this is actually a Hino fire truck. Maybe it's a Hino Aerial. I don't really know the Hino trucks very well, but I just know that Tomica did not actually do this model. So this is not a Tomica clone, which makes it very cool. kind of like, I think the proportions are very off on it, but it's okay because I like it. And look how long that ladder is. That's pretty good. And of course, it retains all the common Japanese fire truck hose. I know, that's very iconic. I think it's like the Japanese fire trucks that actually wrap it up on the side there. Yeah, this is very cool. And of course, you got your makeshift Hino badge. They just changed it enough to avoid a lawsuit. Not that I don't think Hino was really going to pay much attention to it, but, you know, you never know. So there are some cool Zymax models. And now... okay, so we got more... yes. We got the more promotional Subarus. Here, this Outback, which is actually different than the other Outback. I thought this was the same at first as... actually, that one over there. He asked me if I needed it, and to me it just looked like it was green again. I'm like, oh no, I have that. You gave me that version already. But he's like, no, it's different. Didn't even notice that it was actually gray, like a charcoal. I really like this charcoal too, but I don't know why it looks so green to me. Of course, this is the redesign one, so it does have full taillights there. Where's the other one? We do a quick comparison between the taillights. Yeah, I like the new one a lot better. It's very sharp. This one's a little like blobby. I like the new redesign on the Outback. So I think I will combine the 3 I showed you prior and the 3 in this box into a part 2 of that other Subaru promo video I did. Here is the Forester Sport, looking really good in pearl white. Of course, he sent me the black version a while ago. Now he sent me the white one. These things are awesome. I really wish Subaru would do more of these, because they kind of veered away from them. And then this one, yeah, you left a little note on there. He found it in a box of books, which is very odd. He doesn't know how it got there, but this is, I think, the only casting from this promo line that I don't have, the Legacy. So this will definitely be a cool one to open up, and I can compare it to the Tomica, which we know the Tomica is very large. The Tomica is funny, but this one's very nice. We got the artwork there, which kind of looks like Japan, maybe. I don't know. What are those foot crossings? Oh, maybe. So yeah, that's a nice one. Definitely. We'll put all 6 of those together in another video. So this, I don't know if I'm actually going to open anything here, but you will see some things in this video that you will not see in other videos. Well, I mean, for a review standard, like the Subaru Koozie. Oh, Subaru Koozie. And even more so, actually, I put the signs in here. You gave me all those Tomica signs from the mystery boxes. They're in here for now. And he did give me that mat before, which what am I saying? It's for drinks, which it does not have drinks on there right now. But when I do have drinks up here, the 8.6 is obviously should be in its case over there. I don't know why it's here, and this should be not here. But yeah, when I do have drinks up here, I don't typically have drinks up here unless it's water, just so I can not get ants. But more so than the jacuzzi, you will not see me bring out this. This is the new WRX. Dare I say, the first new gen WRX in my collection. It is a dog toy. You can see on I love this tag too. Subaru WRX. Got a nice little Outback there. So these are for dogs, and they're actually giving them away for free at the Subaru dealerships. Now, I had taken my car in for service, and I was looking to see if they had these out, and they had the table, but they didn't have anything on the table. They just had the orange tablecloth and nothing. I don't know if I wonder if these came from the same little promotion, the jacuzzi, or the koozie, not the jacuzzi. Jacuzzi's different. But yeah, this is a cool little dog toy. I like the little badge stitched on there, and I think it's just really cute. Little WRX. And they have done more of these. He did tell me he has the whole collection of them as of right now. So I think, I don't remember what exactly they include. I think there's a Forester, Crosstrack, Outback, Ascent, and now the WRX. I might be wrong, but I think there's 5. But he can correct me on that. Then we got, so yeah, these I was alluding to that I want to include in this Tomica video that I'm working on. These are, I mean, everybody refers to them as the mystery boxes. They're not really mystery, but I guess that's the closest thing you could say. You see, this one says number 1. Let's see what number 1 is. Oh, it's the Fuga. Or actually, it's a SEMA, I think. Yeah, I think it's a SEMA. And this one, of course, is the Subaru Levorg, which I probably said wrong, but I don't have either of those castings in my collection. So it'll be very interesting to look at. He did order the entire case on these, so he had the whole set, and they actually did duplicates of the SEMA and the Levorg, so I guess they figured those would be the most popular. I think that's a Move. That one would be a nice one to have. I do like the Move. I do have the NV already, which, actually, let's see. Ow, oh, my arm just like cramped up. It's up there, you see it? Yeah. So they've actually, this is the 3rd set that they've included that NV in, so kind of a little repetitive. I don't know why it's appeared over 3 sets. I think they've released it like once every year, because this set's been running for about 3 years now, I think. So I think once a year they put this NV in there. So I don't know what the significance of that is, but he's here again if you need it. But yeah, this is definitely a cool set. They call it a mystery set. I don't know the correct name for it. My Tomica dealer has referred to it as something different than mystery. It started with an H and there was a Y in there. I have no idea how to say it, and I definitely don't remember it. But I tried to look it up to figure out what the heck he was referring to, and I couldn't find anything, so I don't know. Some people refer to it as a sign set too, which is a little more obvious, but I don't know if that's the actual name. Very confusing, very confusing. Let's keep moving. No pun intended, because we are moving right to the moving parts. There was literally no pun intended there. I just said let's keep moving, and well, yeah. Here's the 2019 Ford Mustang, which is a new model. They redesigned the 2018 Mustang, which is now a little more friendly in the front, and it does have opening doors, which I'm gonna say why. What is the point of doing opening doors on a convertible? Because it's not like giving you access to anything you already can't see. Just play value, I guess, for kids who pick these up. You know, it's always nice to have opening doors for them, but for the collectors, we like it for the Mustang. And I'm not a big Mustang guy, but this thing's looking really good in the red with the multi-spokes in there. Very clean, and this will match the hardtop that they did last year. I think it was a multi-pack exclusive, so definitely a really nice release. And of course, we got the Subaru Brat, always a favorite of mine and Diecast Car Gurus. Oh, wait. They've never done the front details before. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. And I didn't know they did the front details, but I kind of had a pause and like, hold up. No rear details, but it's really nice to see them doing the front details on this one. Love it. Brat, and I love the orange and red. It kind of reminds me of a sunset. I like it. Very clean. And then the star of this set, by far, the Lancer Celeste, or the Celeste, however you say it, which actually has a full decal print, front, sides, and rear. Love it. and engine, which you will not see when I do open these up. Eventually, you will see the engine, but this is an awesome casting. I love it. And I can't wait to get the Evo, too, because it'll be a nice little pair. And, here. These two are not from Diecast Car Guru, but I did find these ones on my own. The Range Rover Voga SE. Very cool casting. I don't have many of these. It's not a bad casting. I just don't like that the tailgate is plastic. That's the same thing I have against the Xterra. The plastic tailgate kind of looks funny when they print it. I really like the Mazda for the reason that it has a metal tailgate. And of course, the Ford Bronco is the other new model in this set. So you do have 3 new models. The Bronco, the Lancer, and the Mustang, which is hiding back there. Definitely a very strong set of moving parts. There's also a Crown Vic that I did not pick up, and a Pontiac. I think it's a Pontiac in brown that I didn't pick up because I really didn't like the color. Yeah. I think that little laugh I just gave sounded really old. It's because I don't know, I'm probably getting sick again. I don't know, the weather's constantly changing here, and just, my body, like, physically can't take it. It's just, I get sick every other week. It's just like, it was 72 degrees this week. Or, it was in the 70s. And it's November. This is, like, abnormal. We're, like, top 5 all-time highs of this time. What am I saying? The top 5 all-time highs of November in central New York. Like, that's how hot it is. Quote-unquote hot. Anyway, I digress. Next up, we have 2 more sets to look at here. One of them being the Honda set from Hot Wheels. And this set is actually way better in person than I was expecting. Like, I knew they were pretty good, and this EF was one that I really wanted a lot because it's completely stock except for the black hood. And I just love the color. I love the decals on it. This thing is awesome. But I ended up liking all of them. Even though I didn't find any of them in the store. They all are pretty nice, and even the 2018, which I thought I wouldn't like, I did really like because the deco is actually got a little something special going on with it. I'll get to that in a second. The EF is the other, or the EG, that's the EF. The EG is another one I really wanted because of this color. And you really can't actually, it looks very blue on camera, but it's a blue-green for those who know it. Love the artwork. Yeah, this is awesome. So I definitely have to do a video on these sometime in the near future. You got the SI, which is like a 2001, 2002. This one is like, the red really pops on this one. Like, the photos, and of course this video will not do it justice. You have to get it yourself in person, because I made the mistake of like, oh, I don't know if I really like it. And of course, I never found it in the store, so if he didn't send it to me, I would have like not liked it forever. But now that I have it in person, this red is just beautiful. Love it. And it does really work with the white rims. I approve of it. And I guess you really can't judge something until you really see it in person. Although, I should not be saying that because I did go all out on the 100%. The 100% Chaser. I really do not like it at all. It's really off to me. Here we have the 16 Honda Civic Type R, which I think everybody can say is their least favorite Type R. The deco isn't terrible, and I do want this one now because I think this Civic, I can't think of it. I want to look. The EK9. The EK9 is coming out in a deco that matches it, so I kind of want them to put together. But yeah, I don't really think this is anybody's favorite Civic. I think they really, and this is like Honda's problem, not Hot Wheels. I think they dropped the ball on the front end of it. Like, but they did redeem themselves with the I forgot the code of this one. Hold on. Too much Civic talk. I'm forgetting everything. What is this one? The EF? No. Crap, how did I forget? Hold on, it'll come to me. But just the thing I liked about this one is that the orange basically glows, and that blue decal is reflective. Like, it's just such a cool livery for me, and I'd never, like, ever seen Hot Wheels done anything like this. I just love the way it looks. The artwork looks awesome, too. Why can't I remember what they call this Civic? I'm totally blanking on it. But anyway, it doesn't really matter for the sake of this. Awesome set. Awesome set, that's all I can say. And last but not least, we got some Matchbox to look at. We got the Plowmaster 6000. Oh, yeah. It sounds like something that you would see in a cartoon. It's not licensed anymore, which is sad, and the plow doesn't pivot anymore, which is also sad, but it's national parks, and it does a pretty good job doing it. Pretty good job pulling it off, but I wonder where national parks is located, because now I'm questioning, will they need a snowplow? Because it kind of, the artwork suggests it's in the desert, which this artwork is very funny, because why the heck is there a snowplow on this cliff in the middle of a desert? I know it's just generic artwork. They use it for all the vehicles in this, like, oh god, why is that really brown? That's weird. All the vehicles in this mountain subset. But yeah, it kind of is very funny to me to see a snowplow in this setting. But it is a really cool release. And that's from Mix 5, I think. And so is this MR2, which has been very elusive. The only model I did not find from Mix 5 are, well, Diecast Car Guru helped me with a couple of them. I actually know a lot from the Power Grabs. I found, I think, 7 in Target, and then he helped me with the other 6, maybe, that I needed. I'm very blanking. That was a good case, and you'll see that when I do the video, but this is the last vehicle I needed from the set. And I really don't care about the variation. As long as I have at least one sample, I could try to track down some of these later, but right now I'm satisfied. And yeah, oh, look at that. What is that? What is going on with the Plowmaster's art, or the card? Like, look at that. That is a big difference. And actually, the other models are like that. So I wonder if they switched up their cardboard for like a more recyclable friendly one, because you can kind of see like there's like a graininess to it. Well, this one's more smooth. I don't know. It looks very weird, but it doesn't really matter. It's packaging. It's gonna get torn open. Not today, of course. But this is Mix 6 of 2022, the last mix, and I'll definitely do a video on all of these. But until then, we'll look at them right here. This is the Volkswagen. They call it the EV4. I swear this was the ID4. I don't know. I thought this was the ID4, but I don't know. And then it's even worse on the base. Volkswagen Electric Vehicle 4. Could you just said EV4? Like, I don't know. That's very gimmicky, or not really gimmicky, but clunky to say. Very clunky to say. Volkswagen Electric Vehicle 4. Isn't that kind of clunky? I don't know what they were thinking with that, but this is an awesome release, and I love this blue color. Blue. I don't know why I say that. That's also very gimmicky to say, but this blue tint, this blue. What am I looking for? Hue. I don't know. It's awesome. It's awesome. I love it. Silver trim on the windows. Can't wait to open that one. And we got 5 electric vehicles in this mix. Next up is the e-tron, which I always think the tail lights look very funny on this one. It looks like angry. Front end's okay. don't know why the back end, like, always, it's very, like, soft, and they don't fill the entire taillight. I don't know, it's funny looking, but the casting is awesome. You know, just a small complaint about the taillights, and it's not just this one either, they all are like that. Does not hold anything against this casting, which is awesome. Love it. The blue is very Audi, too. This is a very much an Audi blue. You look at this and you know straight away it's an Audi. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Boom! The Citroen AMI. Yes, this is a real car, and it's pretty cool, actually. It's electric, of course. It's just your little city car. Travel around the city, you know, in Europe. Anywhere you might be. This thing will fit in any space. I won't be surprised if they use these as like little delivery mobiles or something. Very cool to see Matchbox doing something like this. And it kind of reminds me of the smart car they used to do years ago. That casting is like non-existent now, I don't think. But it does remind me of that smart car casting. Here we have the Mustang Mach-E. This is another one with an awesome color. But there is one gripe I have about this casting, and the same can be said about the Tesla Model Y. These window frames are too thick. Look at it like that. I think those window frames are like too thick, especially on the A pillar here. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me. And I can say the same thing about the Model Y. So, I don't know. It's definitely for like structural, so you don't step on it and get damaged. But, yeah, it looks a little silly to me. But otherwise, like the decals, awesome. The color is great. And I'm kind of reviewing them right now, which I really shouldn't be because that's taken away from the actual video. Here's the Tesla Model X. This is an awesome casting. So glad they brought it to the main line because, you see, this one doesn't have those thick pillars. And maybe because it's scaled smaller, they can get away with that. Because this definitely is very small. Compared to the Mach-E, this should be bigger. But in Matchbox scale, it's smaller. But see, those pillars are okay. The Mach-E is just very thick. I don't know. We have the Dodge Charger Pursuit. Now, I didn't know about this deco until I got it in person, but it's actually NASA. Security, NASA security. I didn't know that. So this is like super cool. Oh yeah, now we're just going rapid fire. Here's one of the other new models from this case. I think there's 5. Most of them were the electric vehicles, but then we got this, the Cadillac CTS or CT5V. Is that a typo, or is it actually the CT5V? Because I just want to say CTSV. But yeah, this is an amazing casting. I love it. And I know Diecast Car Guru did some amazing customs on it too. Very much a customizer-friendly vehicle. And the only reason they didn't call it the Blackwing is because it isn't black. But I'm sure... actually, no, they did show a black one. They're doing a black one. So hold your horses, everybody. We're getting a black one next year. Land Cruiser is back. Well, actually, no, it was back from the 5-pack and the Retro series, but it's back in the main line. Still got a plastic front end, but they're going to change that with the opening doors version, which will be all metal, which is nice to see. And that's probably why they brought it to the opening parts line, so they could do the metal front end. I love this deco, though. This is a very nice deco. Very retro, very kind of Australian vibe, too, especially on the packaging here. That's like Australian spec. I love those wheels. Why didn't we get... You know what? This artwork here is giving me an idea. Matchbox should do the disc wheels, but with a more rugged tire on it. Because that's what this is. It's basically the Matchbox disc rims, but then they have a more rugged rubber on there. And they should really do that to the disc wheels that they already have, because it would be perfect for this model. Here we have the BMW 2002, looking awesome in red. Probably, maybe my favorite release. Well, it doesn't have chrome bumpers, so I don't know. What was it, the black one that had chrome bumpers? I do really like that one. But I don't know, I really like this one in red. It pulls off red very well. Tough. We'll have to compare them. Definitely have to compare them. This McLaren is just awesome. This color, the black rims, love it. 720S. Look at that art. Amazing. And last model, ending it off with the SVX, looking awesome in this black with gold rims. Oh yes, love it. And that is it. A lot of talking. That was 40 minutes of awesomeness. Thank you everybody for watching, and thank you so much Diecast Car Guru for all the help. And we will definitely be you'll definitely be seeing these throughout the next, well, probably until the end of the year in various videos. So yeah, a lot of work to get catched up on, and I'm very excited to open up all these Mix 5 or Mix 6 models. Oh, I still have to do 5 though. And at the time of filming this video, I already did Mix 4. So you will see that one before this video, but at the time, you guys have not seen that video yet, but you have by the time you're watching it. Okay, whatever. Thanks all for watching, and I'll take care, everybody. Bye.